Today's topic is titled Place-Value Relationships. Please title the top of your page, Place-Value Relationships. Today's objective is, I will learn how digits within a multi-digit whole number relate to each other by their place value. Again, the objective is what we are going to be able to do by the end of this lesson. So when it says a multi-digit, that means there is more than one digit whole number. We're going to talk about place value. We're going to talk about the value of a number. With your shoulder partner, I would like you to try and answer the following question. In the number 770, what is the relationship between the value of the first 7 and the value of the second 7? So what I need you to do is to write 770 in your notebooks. And then with your shoulder partner, I want you to decide what the relationship is between the value of the first 7, which would be this one, and the value of the second 7, which would be this one. Go ahead and solve that with your shoulder partner. In your notes, I'd like you to write the definition of the word value. The definition of the word value is how much something is. So what I wanted you to do was to discuss the relationship between the first 7 and the second 7 in the number 770. So if you look at the value of the first 7, it's in the hundreds place. So that means that I have 7 hundreds. So if I have 7 hundreds, so 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, then I have, which would equal 700, which that means that is the value of it. If I look at the second 7, which is in the tens place, means I have 7 tens, which the value of that would be 70. Again, if I had 7 tens, so 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, and so on, until I get to 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I would have, the value would be 70. So besides the value, I want to talk about the relationship. What is the relationship between the first 7 and the second 7? Well, the value is 700 in the first one, and the value is 70. So that means the value of the first 7 is 10 times as great as the value of the second 7. 10 times. Meaning if I was to take the second 7, which is 70, and I was to multiply it by 10, it would equal 700. So this number is this number is 10 times as great as the second number. So with your shoulder partner, I would like you to answer the same question, but with a new number. So in the number 3,300, what is the relationship between the value of the first 3 and the second 3? So again, you're looking for what is the relationship between the first 3 and the second 3. What you should have decided on was in the number 3,300, the value of the first 3 was 3,000 because the 3 was in the thousands place. And if I have 3 thousands, so 1,000 plus another 1,000 plus another 1,000, I would have, the value would be 3,000. The value of the second 3 would be 300 because it is in the hundreds place. Again, if I have 3 hundreds, 100, 100, and 100, I would have 300s, the value. So what is the relationship between the first 3 and the second 3? Well, the first 3 is 3,000, the second 3 is 300. So that means if the first 3 is 10 times as great as the second 3. So if I was to take 300 and multiply by 10, I would equal 3,000. So when you have two numbers that are the same, that are in place values right next to each other, the first 3 is going to be 10 times as great as the second 3, or the first number is going to be 10 times as great as the second number.